Good evening and welcome to the home opener of Meadowbrook Colts basketball here at the Cage, as the Meadowbrook Colts are hosting a big school, small school, Muskingum Valley League rival Tri-Valley. We're just over 2 minutes from tip-off. I'm Darren McCullough, and with me is the one and only Heath Dawson, and we could say it's kind of like the Stain song. It's been a while, buddy.
It's been a while. It's pretty nice. I mean, we haven't been on the air since tournament season. Obviously, Meadowbrook had a great run to the 2021-2022 season. Got to see them get a good bit of tournament experience and victories. But, you know, as we all know, people graduate. And that's what we're seeing with Meadowbrook, a young team. Darren, tell us a little bit about the returners and some of the guys that are going to be seeing action for the first time on this home floor.
So the two big returners are going to be Easton Ibo and Garrett Milam. I'm looking at circling their starters. Easton Ibo and Dane Singleton. And after that, it's going to be a lot of uncertainty and guys filling new roles. Obviously, Garrett Milam and Colton Delancey have both got a little bit of varsity time, as well as Justice Huey last year, but not a whole bunch. But that's going to be your starting five of the Colts for Ibo, Milam, Delancey, Huey, and Singleton. And I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say Ibo did not play in the season opener against Sheridan, as he was obviously coming off of an injury last spring/summer with baseball. So looking at them, and then looking over at the Tri-Valley side, you got Jaden Walker, number 2. Number 5, Terrell Darden, who's averaging almost 17 points a game through the first 3 games for 2-1 Scotties. Cam Kearns, obviously those are kind of new names. Walker played a little bit for him on the varsity last year. And then, Cam Kearns isn't starting. That's another name that I had circled accidentally. Eric Neal, a guy who's started since a freshman, so he's a junior. Noah Nichols got a little bit of playing time last year, and Max Lyle, as a freshman, played on the team that Meadowbrook defeated in the district finals, and he's averaging around 16 a game through the first 3 games. So there's definitely some talent on both sides, but experience factor, you have to give it to Tri-Valley here early on, as we're going to let you listen to the Brook Singers as they perform the national anthem here on the home opener. We're back here. Home opener for the Colts. And we have the legend Kirby Graham listening to us, and he astutely texted me and pointed out that Easton Eibel did play their season opener. He came off the bench, did not start, but came off the bench, so he's getting the start tonight. And we're in luxury here as we have the world-class officiating crew of Donnie Giffen, Randy Cunningham, and Matt Hissam. As the tip is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be possession Meadowbrook.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give some credit to the Brooks Singers. What a nice rendition of the Star Spangled Banner to open here this season home opener.
Great job as always for
very nice.
The choir at Meadowbrook High School. Backdoor cut deflected, stolen by Darden. He's looking to drive, puts up a little runner, no good. Rebounded by Delancey. Long arms going in there and taking it away from the Scotties. Huey dribbled around, hands it off to Eibel. Eibel gets a screen from Singleton. Backs it out up top. Being guarded closely by Neal. Now he's got over to Huey, who's going to reset things. Dane Singleton now looking, hands it off to Huey. Huey looking to drive, cut off, elbow stolen on his knees, trying to find a teammate. We're going to have popped out, and Eibel's going to retrieve it.
Wow, that was hot potato there for a second.
Loose ball drill as Dane Singleton's going to lift a three, no good. That's going to be rebounded by Darden.
Yeah, Meadowbrook ends up getting a nice look. A good feed, but coming up short there, I can't tell you, number 12, Noah Nichols.
Dane Singleton had the rebound as on the other end, Delancey's going to get the inside bucket.
So a little helter-skelter to start, but the Colts, I don't know, did they lead the other night against Sheridan? I'm not sure.
No, they did not.
So first lead of the season.
First 17 as Max Lyle lifts three, no good. Darden's there to clean it up.
I'll say. Darden very active so far in the outset here.
Look inside, stolen. That's
Eric
by
Neal.
Eric Neal, yes.
Second Meadowbrook turnover of the first quarter.
Darden inside to Neal. He's looking around, dribbling, kicks it out. That's Lyle again, same spot as last time. No good.
Darden yet
That's
again.
a rebound by Nichols.
Or Nichols, yeah, sorry.
Neal's got it up top. He does have the range to knock down the three. Elects not to. Passes it off to Lyle, who gets it to Darden. So Lyle and Darden, the two leading scorers here for
getting 2 and 5
Scotties.
mixed up there. I got to make sure I look at their numbers.
And there's two. Walker puts it up, a little runner, no good. Rebounded by Huey. So Meadowbrook's come out with a little 2-3 zone here in the early going as Delancey's looking, kicks it out. The Singleton fakes it. He kicks it to Delancey. Deep three down.
Look, yeah, really nice look there for Delancey. Tell you what, Delancey coming out early with the first 5 for Meadowbrook, so nice start for the ball game for him.
That's deflected.
Yeah, nice act. Oh,
stolen.
behind the back steal by Dane.
I don't know how keeps it alive.
I don't know how he did that. Little Magic Johnson there.
And here's another three by Delancey, and it's good.
And that was from
Give
Huey.
Eibel the assist.
Or Eibel, yes, sorry, Eibel.
So Delancey.
And the Scotties wisely, I think they're a little shell-shocked here early on.
There were people who ventured to Thornville last Friday night, definitely seeing a different team than what they saw Friday night as Meadowbrook kind of got off to a sluggish start. The Generals scored the first 17 points, but Meadowbrook's coming out firing, and obviously when you get the home crowd and playing on a court you're comfortable with, those shots that hit off the side of the rim sometimes go down that orange cylinder.
Yeah, and let's be honest, I mean, Sheridan's a good basketball team, a good program over the last several years. And the thing is, when you're a young team, you're trying to find your identity in the early season. It's really hard. It's like, who's going to step up, and no matter how many practices you have, until you see that game action, that's a lot different. But, Meadowbrook getting that first game under their belts, I'm sure they didn't like the result. So definitely coming out with a different attitude tonight.
Meadowbrook working it around, Tri-Valley working it around. Inside to Neal.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
I'd
getting
say
doubled.
what, double team. Yeah, Meadowbrook
bounces
forces the
out,
turnover.
and
Ivel
Ivel
comes up with it.
Passed ahead. No good.
Yeah, I think it was maybe deflected.
I think Lyle might have got a piece of that.
I think Lyle did.
And he's going to drive and put off the front arm. Fru's going to get the rebound, puts it up, no good. Actually, I think that block was Fru.
It was
Not
number
Lyle.
it was number 20, yeah. It's a good call there.
Not sure who had the defensive rebound.
Yeah,
after that.
I'm not either. So I looked back up, and it was already handed off. So I just give it a team rebound. But yeah, I know that Singleton was close down there.
Ivel kicks it over to Delancey. He's in his hot spot there, off the front iron. No good. Rebounded by Fru.
First miss of the game for Delancey.
And so he's leading 8-2 as well as the Colts are. As Walker's going to drive,
Yeah,
he's
going
going
to
to
get
draw
the
the
butt
foul.
from Delancey, I believe. Yeah, they're going to call him. Delancey's first.
I'm going to go on the limb and say Colton Delancey's 8 points here so far.
Yeah, career
is
high.
a career high.
Yeah.
Varsity career high as Deshaun Mayo's going to check
We're
in.
barely
for
halfway
the
through the quarter here, so he's on pace to score 64 tonight.
Walker swings it over to Fru. Looking around, he's going to dribble it up top, gets it over to Darden, who's going to drive to his left, put it up with his right, draw the foul, and get the bucket. So Darden looking for the three-point play here. And it is up and good. Walker matching up at half court.
Yeah, I was going to see a little half court pressure here.
There's a backdoor cut. Good help from Walker.
That was Walker deflecting. Yeah, nice job by Walker.
He kicks it out. Darden doesn't have anything now. Kick over to 12, top of the key. Kicks it out to Lyle. He's like that spot in front of Meadowbrook's bench.
Yeah, going to be a push to on 20. That would have been Aaron Fru getting called for the push off on the shot from Lyle.
So 8-5, 3:07 in the opening quarter. And we'll thank our...
now we got to see a little full court pressure here, but Colts easily break it with Ivel.
Ivel now picks it up right in front of the bench and finds Singleton. Layup,
yeah,
good.
Nice save by Singleton.
Good cut and good find.
Yeah.
To extend the lead to 10-5.
You know, and if they're going to pick him up like that, that's the way you draw it up for Meadowbrook. You want to get it in Singleton's hand down low the way they did. So nice job of Meadowbrook there, breaking the full court press and then finding an easy deuce.
Meadowbrook doing a good job in this 2-3 zone and
You're
taking
right.
away the
Yep.
high post
Yep.
as that's usually a kind of a gimme spot.
Yeah, and I was interested to see the battle between Neal and Singleton, two big-bodied guys, and they've been going at it early down there.
He's going to kick it out to Walker. Neal is, and Walker's going to nail the three.
Yeah, nice
So
shot.
10-8 as Meadowbrook quickly gets it up.
Very
Singleton,
nice shot by Walker there.
Actually, Delancey fakes it. Delancey and Dane Singleton have the same build and
Yeah, similar. That's kind of the same way with Walker and Darden. I kept getting them confused. Very, very similar build. Man, I didn't notice that. You might have said it, but Mail come in there. I don't know if you called that. Okay.
He's going to find Huey. Wing three, no good. Neal's going to get the rebound, and he's going to draw a foul. So that could be on Delancey. And
you almost hope it's not, but if it is, I think it's going to be Singleton, but I'm not sure. I haven't put it up on the board just yet, but I thought they got it on Singleton because he was, when Neal brought it down, Singleton kind of grabbed at him, but they still don't have it up on the board. It is going to be on Huey. Okay, so you and I both wrong. They were all three converged on him, but I guess it was one of those you could pick who you wanted to call it on. And for Meadowbrook, that's two on Huey. So kind of you almost
first.
Or his first. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, first.
Even though on the board it's showing there it's fixed because it was showing 2 on Delancey.
Delancey, yeah.
So Mason Campbell was getting ready to check in for the Colts freshman. So while we have a little time, we'll thank our one sponsor for tonight, the Cambridge Ice Rink. If you don't know where it's at, it's right in front of the Caleb Graham Studios. They're having a ribbon cutting ceremony on December 13th at noon.
Man, I drove by it today, looking good. Really excited. We talked about it in our Cambridge Guernsey County Visitors and Conventions board meeting this morning, talking about how exciting it is to have something nice for Guernsey County. So, great job.
Something different.
Very good job by Caleb and Dalton Wiggins and Johnny Westfall, the fellows involved. They're just an awesome job there, bringing something to our community.
Neal misses the first one, but he cleans his out and makes the second. And the plan is to have an
tied
official.
Up now.
Yeah, we're tied at 10. The plan is to have an official opening on the 17th of December. It's not set in stone, as they're still waiting on some final pieces to be delivered. But on that ribbon cutting on the 13th, you can buy your pre-sale tickets to go enjoy some ice skating.
And I'll say this, Meadowbrook tying into that, didn't look like they were on ice there because they easily broke that press breaker coming up. But Garrett Milam, his first shot missed, and Neal cleaning up another board. So
that one's going to stay Tri-Valley side as they missed the bucket there. So Meadowbrook very concerned with Eric Neal as they were doubling him. 3 from the corner, no good.
That's Noah Nichols on the putback.
Nichols on the rebound. So Darden was on the missed 3. Nichols with the putback. And here's Campbell's going to get an open 3. No good. Rebounded by Darden. And they're quickly pushing number 1. No good. Rebounded by Neal. That was Jack Windland. Neal's shot blocked by Dane Singleton. And it's going to go possession Meadowbrook. As Justice Huey's going to check back in, and Jaden Walker checking back in, as well as Aaron Frew for the Scotties. So Tri-Valley now showing a little full court pressure here.
Meadowbrook's done a nice job of breaking it so far, as they do again. Well, I didn't see the guy coming on the backside of him. Almost lost it there.
So 10 ticks left in the opening quarter. Huey. I don't know if he recognizes the clock. We're down to 3, 2, 1, and we're around time. No shot.
Oh, and it goes down.
So it's going to be Tri-Valley lead 12-10 at the end of the first quarter here on the KGP Network. We'll be back after a quick break with second quarter action. Welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Tri-Valley on top 12-10 on a wonderful drizzle Tuesday night here in Byesville, Ohio. Scotty's possession as Walker is going to get it over to Darden. Back to Walker. Meadowbrook in man-to-man now as they played most of the first quarter in a 2-3 zone. So throwing a little different wrinkle in on the Scotties here. They're moving it around. Neal looking around inside, decides to dribble, drive. Double from Huey. Kicks it out to Walker. Now Walker looking to get a piece of the paint. He doesn't have anything. Now Lyle quickly gets it into Neal. Neal guarded by Singleton. Spins back. Up. No good. Rebounded by Darden. And it's going to be reset for the Scotties. Walker has it back over to Darden. Darden looking in. Bounces it in to Neal. He's going to work inside. Finds a cutting Darden. Shot up and good. Good job by the Scotties there as a little help defender kind of lost track of his man. Darden quickly cut through and got the easy bucket. Good backdoor cut from Eibel, loses it, but it bounces to Singleton,
Nice,
lays
yeah,
it up and in.
Little hook shot there. Good job by Dane.
Now, I believe you still have to get even Easton Eibel the assist.
Yeah, I mean.
It bounced off of him into Dane, but sometimes better lucky than good as we're going to have a foul here on Mayo.
That was a nice job of Jaden Walker getting positioning on Mayo, and Mayo had no choice but to foul him there. So it's either foul him or give up in an easy deuce. So looks like Delancey's going to check back in, the hot hand from first part of the first quarter. So they need that offense back from Delancey.
So Delancey's already got the task of having to guard Neal as he bounces it into Nichols off the glass.
Yeah, kind
no
of
good.
Unconventional shot, but the Max Lyle with the
rebound. And we're going to have a foul. And it looks like Lyle's going to be at the line shooting two.
Huey's second.
First free throw rattles around and out.
Yeah, first free throw. No, second, I guess, of the game.
Well,
forgot that Darden would have shot earlier.
And the second one is up and good. As Meadowbrook has another one of their new players checked in, number 11, Dane DeVeliz. And Huey, that's going to be stolen by Lyle, and the layup is up and good. And the ironic thing about the whole situation, Lyle's a lefty. He finished with his right hand on the left-hand side.
Yeah, that's how you want your players to finish. Coaches preach that in practice. So nice job there by Lyle. Trying to get it back to Delancey. That's Tri-Valley got Neal on him.
So here's Eibel looking around. And it's read by Walker, or excuse me, Darden. He's going to steal it.
Oh, it looked like he slipped, had an injury.
Yeah.
Lucky he didn't blow an ACL or something there. So
I don't know if we give him a shot there.
No, I think he lost it before he went up. No, that's very fortunate. That could have been bad. But Delancey from Huey. Delancey, nice job on the slip down, and Huey saw him wide open. So
Delancey in double figures now.
Another timeout there by Tri-Valley, I believe.
Yep.
So I tell you what, Meadowbrook's hanging here with Tri-Valley in the early going. So
yeah, Tri-Valley.
Little impressive. Tri-Valley. The interesting thing, Tri-Valley's already had a couple games under their belt, so this is their fourth game of the season already.
They've played some pretty good competition
with.
So I believe their last game was against Granville, and they played Dublin, Scioto.
Yeah, no. I saw that they played Granville the last game. So I tell you what, Meadowbrook is putting up a good showing. A lot of people expecting Meadowbrook possibly to, face a tough opponent. And after what happened the other night, a lot of people, kind of wondering what was going to go down tonight. But I tell you what, give Meadowbrook the credit early in this, contest, because looking up down 3, they've done a very nice job. Tri-Valley pressing them a lot. They've been able to break the press. I mean, I've only got Meadowbrook right now with just 4 turnovers, so they're doing a nice job so far.
Yeah, that's a big thing with a young and inexperienced team. You got to take care of the basketball, value each possession, get good possessions, and really they've got a great help. Delancey came off a real hot hand, which really kind of set the tone early for him. Lyle with it. So Meadowbrook's back in the zone here. Maybe. Skips it across to Nichols from Darden. I believe they're a little 1-3-1 there. So Meadowbrook throwing a lot of different wrinkles out there zone defensively. Easy job breaking the presses. They get Dane Singleton in the middle. Tallest guy in the court, throw it up to him, and he's going to be able to see the floor.
Milam a little off balance, but the Maley on the cleanup.
Mail's going to be at the line.
Mail's going to go to the line. Good job on Mail to get position and get that offensive board. Yeah, it looked like Milam went to shoot and kind of lost his balance there a little bit. I don't know if you noticed anything about Milam this year, Train.
Well, he's still left-handed shooting.
Yeah.
He has the knee brace. It looks like he's might be a little taller.
There you go. I think he's grown about 2 inches since last off season. So.
Mayo hits the first, misses the second as Frew comes down with the board. Walker over to Frew, back to Walker. Inside the Neo, finds a cutting Nichols. Nichols skips it across.
Nice hands.
Deflected down by Mayo.
Yeah, Mayo nice, and then looks like
we got Nichols,
Nichols
down here.
Is down. I think he landed awkwardly after he tried to pass the ball.
Yeah, he rolled an ankle. He's going to try walking it off.
Coach Tri-Valley coach
Tom
McLaughlin, long-time coach. Going to get him out wisely, check him out.
So a new player here checking in for Tri-Valley, Brady Kaufman.
Kaufman, I believe, is his first action of the night.
So Neal at the high post doesn't have anything, kicks it to Walker. Walker thought about it, then back inside to Neal. Neal kind of having a little struggle with it.
Yeah, well, he's double teamed too.
He finds Kaufman for 3, no good. Rebounded by Frew, and he's going to draw a foul. So Aaron Frew having for 4 rebounds already, and that's what he does. He's a rebounder, can get up and get some boards.
Yeah, I got him with 4 as well, Train.
So if we both have him as 4, that means he must have 5 then.
I was going to say. And that was Mail's second foul on him, so you don't like to see that because he's been one of their bigger guys down low.
He misses both as Dane Singleton.
Dane with the big rebound there.
Meadowbrook quickly getting it across court. Milam with it over to Eibel. Eibel looking, doesn't have anything, guarded tightly from Walker. Gets it to Milam. Milam hands it off to Mayo. He's going to lift the 3. No good.
Almost rattles in.
Neal with the board. Neal thought about it, gets it over to Walker, to Kaufman.
Nice
tip down
again.
by Mayo.
He's been very active. You know, I'll give him a lot of credit getting the most action here. He's probably definitely seen at home. So, I mean, good job by him so far.
Walker inside to Frew.
Yeah, Dane getting down there
have
quickly.
Anything, looking, throws one up. He's going to draw a foul.
Draw the foul. Tell you what, Dane did a nice job slipping down there defensively, used his feet, but then Neal used a little move and got him up and got the foul. So.
Frew gets that one to fall.
I said Neal, yeah, Frew. My apologies there.
So Darden's going to check back in for Neal with 3:39 to go in the half. And he's off on the second. Rebound by Lyle. Shot up, bounces around, and down. It just seemed like it bounced around there and then finally fell as the Scotties lead 22-15.
Yeah, looked reminiscent of Kawhi Leonard's shot against the Sixers in the Eastern semis there a few years back. Bounced around several times, but drops in.
And that's going to be stolen by Walker. And they're going to drive. Kaufman's shot no good. Walker rebound and the putback. So 24-15, 3 minutes to go. Dane Singleton guarded tightly from Frew and dribbled around, hands it off to Mayo. Over to Milam. He's going to shoot the 3 in front of Tri-Valley bench. Up, no good. Walker with the board. And Walker, great drive, kicks it over to Darden. He puts it down and draws the foul.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I don't think they want to get into a racing competition in this game here, because I tell you what, when Tri-Valley gets it, they are quick in transition.
And we're going to have a timeout by Meadowbrook.
Very wise.
So quickly, this lead's extended to double digits for the Scotties as they lead
on a
26-15.
7-0 run here.
So we'll thank our sponsor, the Cambridge Ice Rink. Don't forget, December 13th at noon, ribbon cutting ceremony. At that ribbon cutting ceremony, people have the opportunity to buy pre-sale tickets. They're hoping to be open by December 17th, but like I said, still waiting for some missing pieces to finish up the project. But they will be open soon, so you can enjoy the Dickens Village, those nice mannequins, and head on down to the ice rink.
Yeah, I mean, I know some people, you know, say what you will about the mannequins, but I tell you what, you know, being a part of tourism and serving on the VCB's board of directors, I tell you what, Dickens has brought in a lot of tourism. They bring a lot of dollars to our community. So, you know, and it's really nice. You go down, anybody that went down and saw the Cambridge Parade last weekend, I tell you what, it was packed. And, you know, the light show, it's really a nice scene in downtown Cambridge. But not to be outdone, Byesville had a really nice parade. So this past Saturday. So I tell you what, nice job by both communities there. And it's an honor to serve Byesville, I'll tell you.
And Darden's free throw is good. He's up in double figures now with 10. It's Walker's guarding Eibel. He gets it over to Delancey. Delancey guarded by Frew. Oh, back to Eibel. Thought about three, little give and go.
Yeah, that was nice. And he's
Shot
going to get one.
Up
yes.
And good.
Yeah, probably, I would say that's probably Meadowbrook's best play of the evening. Great job between Eibel and Delancey. I tell you what, Delancey went in there without any fear and, you know, drew the foul and got the bucket. So they needed that in the worst way to break this run by Tri-Valley.
Foul was on Max Lyle, be his first, as Delancey knocks down the free throw. So great first half for that young man, as he's with 13 leading all scores.
Tell you what, he's been impressive tonight.
So the number 5s have definitely come to play for both teams.
Right. Yeah, we've called Darden's name an awful lot for Tri-Valley. He's been very active.
Walker sees a hole, kicks it out. Lyle thought about it, decides to pull it out. And gets to Walker, barely stays in bounds. Now up top, now Tri-Valley talking, trying to figure out the right spots against the zone.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Meadowbrook doing a nice job. Making him press around.
Lyle's going to lift it deep.
Yeah, deep.
And it's going to come down.
Yeah.
Ooh, possession's going to stay.
I think it went right off of Meadowbrook's foot, Train.
I thought it looked like it went off Darden's foot, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it just at the last second. So that was I tell you what, that was Steph Curry territory he shot that from there.
He shot that from the ear of the horse.
So I tell you, that was deep. Yeah, well beyond my range.
Inbound the Nichols, who was injured earlier, had a little roll to his ankle, so he's back in. Good for the Scotties. Back up top from Neal to Walker. He's going to lift it, and it rattles out as Nichols is going to get the board, and he's going to find Darden. And we're going to have a whistle turnover on Meadowbrook. So just under 1.5 to go the first half. Scotties on top 29-18. Walker get it over to Lyle to Darden. Darden tries hitting Neal in that half spot, deflected out of bounds by Dane Singleton. So Meadowbrook doing a good job with the length that they do have, getting hands on a lot of balls, a lot of deflections. Fortunate Tri-Valley to be a lot more precise with their passes than they want to be. And Walker's going to lift the corner three, no good.
That's over. I'll tell you what, Lyle just got away with over the back. And
we're going to have a jump ball here.
Meadowbrook's possession.
So we'll give Eibel the rebound.
And I'll tell you what, man, they definitely got away with an over the back there. Who shot that originally?
Yeah, I believe it was Jaden Walker with the original three.
Yeah, three, yeah.
As we had a nice little scrum for the rebound.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought definitely Tri-Valley got away with it over the back call, so, but hey, they got it anyway. So, minute 13, hopefully you'll see Meadowbrook. They may try to sit on the last shot, Darren, but
And they're going to throw it deep to Delancey, deflected, but Delancey's going to run it down. And then he's going to throw it away and tipped around. Lyle's going to get the steal. Lyle's going to get it to Walker. Walker no good. Lyle no good. Nichols no good. Blocked.
Oh my goodness! I don't know if I
Huey.
can come up with any of that.
And then finally a three from Lyle.
Man.
So let's see. We had Walker. We had Nichols. We had Lyle. And Neal got the rebound. And then Lyle hit the three. I hope you were writing that down as I said it.
I did, because I'll tell you what, that was all over the place.
And that's going to be stolen by Lyle. He's going to attack the rim, lays it up and good. 34-18 as Delancey thought about the three, decides not as we got just under 10 to go in the first half.
Tell you what, this big run here by Tri-Valley, it was 19-15 at one point. They've just
Eyeball deep three, no good, and we're going to go to the half with the Scotties on top. 34-18. Well, the good news is Meadowbrook only scored 18 points all their last game, so they got 18 into half. So we're seeing improvement in that aspect. So we'll go to the half. We'll figure out first half statistics and analysis and be back here on the KGP. better than that, man. You're better than
I know. I'm telling you.
All right. Welcome back, Meadowbrook High School. Halftime here. The Tri-Valley Scotties on top 34-18. Meadowbrook got off to a great start thanks to sophomore Colt Delancey. They led 8-2 on the early outset of the ball game. Scotties end up taking a 12-10 lead at the end of the first quarter. And Tri-Valley turned it on and outscored the Colts, doubled up the Colts, scored 22-8 in the second quarter to take the 34-18 lead here at halftime. Looking down, scoring for the visitors. Number 5, Terrell Darden with 12 points. Jaden Walker with 5 points. Noah Nichols with 4. I missed Max Lau. He had 10 points. Eric Neal, 2 points, and Aaron Frew with a point. So scoring again, Darden 12, Lyle 10, Walker 5, Nichols 4, Neal 2, and Frew 1. For the Colts, a big first half for sophomore Colton Delancey, 13 points, 8 in the first, 5 in the second. Hit a couple threes, had an old-fashioned three-point play with, so he leads the Colts with 13. Dane Singleton has 4, and Deshaun Mayo with a point. So again, for the Colts, 13 for Colton Delancey, 4 for Dane Singleton, and 1 for Deshaun Mayo. Now, on to the team and individual statistics with Heath.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the visitors. They shot 14 of 35 from the field, including 2 of 10 from three-point land. On the flip side, Meadowbrook shot 7 of 17, 2 of 9 from three-point land. So, you see a huge glaring difference already. 17 shots from Meadowbrook, 35 for Tri-Valley. So, that's 2-1. Kind of hard to lead on the scoreboard when it's a 2-to-1 ratio on the shots. Being up 16, that's one of the biggest differences in my opinion so far. But let's look at the team statistics as far as rebounds and things. Tri-Valley, an edge on the glass, 26-9. Huge difference there. Tri-Valley a little bit of showing that size there down low, a train. As far as assists, both teams was 6. Tri-Valley with 7 steals, Meadowbrook 3, and both team has a 1 block. As far as turnovers, Meadowbrook had 8 in the first half, Tri-Valley just 3. So a nice job by Tri-Valley there taking care of the basketball. And then, you look at individuals as far as, Meadowbrook, Dane, 2 rebounds, Easton 4 assists, 3 players, Easton, Colton, and Dane with a steal piece, and Dane with 1 block. As far as Tri-Valley's leaders, you look at Eric Neal, very active on the glass, 6 rebounds for the 6'4" junior. And then Noah Nichols, 5, 6'4" sophomore. So, using that size. And then Aaron Frew had 4 rebounds, also 6'4". Darden, 4 rebounds, 6'2". So, you look across Tri-Valley's size, really playing a huge difference. Eric Neal, 3 rebounds. And then you had Jaden Walker, Terrell Darden, and Max Lyle, 2 steals apiece, and then Aaron Frew with the block. So, Train, as I said, you look at the stats, it's not hard to tell what's going on. 2-to-1 shot ratio, and Tri-Valley using that size to, control the glass.
Yeah, and they have some athleticism with that size. Frew and Nichols and Neal are all real good athletes, and obviously their top 2 scorers, Lyle and Darden, coming into the game, averaging 17 and 16 roughly, and they have 12 and 10. So
yeah, and you know, really, let's go back. You know, look at the first quarter and a half. You know, you got to give Meadowbrook a ton of credit because they came out in that first quarter, really played. I think they surprised Tri-Valley a little bit by the way they played. Delancey, of course, a big gun for him there in that first quarter. But, you know, when you looked up, it was 19-15. And this, I mean, the game was very good. You know, Meadowbrook had scored on Delancey's bucket with 5:32 and just about another minute and a half to go. With 4 minutes to go, Tri-Valley goes on a 15-3 run to close the first quarter. You know, Tri-Valley started getting the rebound, you know, fast breaking a little bit and then was controlling the glass. I mean, you know, really, I mean, you look at it, and the game kind of got away from Meadowbrook there a little bit. But, you know, they can get right back in this if they just do the things they did, play a little bit of patience. But they're definitely going to have to play, make Tri-Valley play their game, control the tempo a little bit better.
And you also, big thing is transition defense for the Colts. I think that's when they lost some things in transition.
Yep.
Tri-Valley made some plays, forced some turnovers, got easy buckets on the other end. And that made a big difference when they can get out and run, because they're going to be a tough team to hang with, as fast and athletic as they are.
Right. Yep. But, you know, hey, it's going to be a season of, you know, kind of some, you know, a learning curve for the Colts. You know, it's, you know, they've had so much success here the last few years, but they're just going to have to try to find their early identity in this season. But they're Neal to Nichols to start the third here.
And I believe Meadowbrook was in a 3-2 zone there.
Little different look there again.
That's going to be a steal from Darden. Nice tip over to Lyle, who gets it to Neal for the lay-in, and that's going to lead to a quick Meadowbrook timeout. So we talked about the great finish to the first half that the Scotties had, and then what a start here is 4 quick ones here to start the second half. And like we said, the transition, they got a steal and quickly brought it right back.
Yeah, I mean, 2 turnovers right off the bat.
The athleticism of the Scotties showing up there in the early going.
Yeah, 1 turnover. My bad.
Get another plug for the Cambridge Ice Rink, the ribbon cuttings, December 13th at noon. You can buy your pre-sale tickets that day. They're hoping to have the rink officially open on December 17th. Just waiting on a few missing parts and hoping to get things ready then. Tri-Valley waiting at half court here. Huey's got it. Over to Eibel, deflected by Jaden Walker. I tell you, that's a kid who's got his hand on a lot of active hands.
He's just one of those little jitterbugs that's able to just get in the lanes and fast and uses his body well. He's a nice player.
Eibel gets the screen from Singleton. Doesn't have anything. Now top of the, just inside the top
Milam.
of K2, Milam.
First bucket for Milam. And, you know, if you watched the, you know, last year, Milam was a dead-eye shooter when he had an open look. So, I mean, that was a nice take by Milam there. They definitely needed that.
Oh, Neal can't finish. Gets his own rebound. Misses it. Tipped out. Darden's going to get with it.
Yeah, so Meadowbrook, the glass woes continue.
The 3-2 zone, a little bit of a bugaboo as the Colts. They're giving up offensive rebounds and inside attempts as Neal's going to get that rebound off the missed 3 by Lyle, but he's going to get called for a travel.
Neal on the offensive rebound. But, yeah, it's, you know, I don't know how long they can stay in this 3-2 look because, you know, they're just getting dominated even further on the glass here.
Yeah, Tri-Valley's exposed it here in the early going, and the second half has found great success.
You know, it wasn't really the 3-ball that hurt them. It was the fast break points that was hurting them.
And that one's going to be kicked out of bounds. Going to stay possession, Meadowbrook. Would say reset the shot clock, but we're not quite there yet. But I keep hearing the rumors that it's coming.
A 1-minute shot clock, right?
I keep hearing possibly 35 seconds.
I'd heard some rumors that they were pushing for 1 minute, but hey, that's pretty long.
Huey's shot no
Huey
good.
and
Rebound
Lyle.
by Lyle. Pushing, it's Lyle. It's going to go up. Scoop, no good. Rebounded by Milam.
Yeah, Milam.
Heibel gets it across the timeline. Gets it to high post to Singleton.
And I just looked down. I was trying to remember if Eibel had scored yet, and he hadn't found his way in the scoring column. Remember last year in the Cambridge game, Eibel exploded last year.
I believe he's only attempted one shot as a look inside to Singleton. Rattles around and out, and it's going to go possession. Scotties, that's looking.
And
Darden was right there for the
I'll tell you
rebound.
what, you know, Singleton, we've seen him score a lot of points in games, and the Tri-Valley just kind of packed it in on him. They don't want him to beat them.
And Nichols there kind of left him there, and he doesn't quite have the confidence to lift the three. Gets him reset as Walker's got it up top. Over to Darden, who almost loses it, kicks it across the Lyle. Now he's driving inside to Neal, no good, but he's going to draw a foul. They're making a killing on that little half spot there in that zone open spot.
You beat me to the punch train, because I was going to say, hey, they are using that half spot to their advantage.
Neal hits the first free throw as Mayo's going to check back in along with Frew. And Neal is good on his second. So he only had 2 at the half, and he scored 4 here in the second half, or third quarter.
Yeah.
We're just 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
Heibel dribbling around, looking, hands it off to Mayo.
Oh,
Mayo hits a cutting, Singleton up,
nice
and
job,
good, and the foul.
Good job by Huey on the assist there. Yeah, I was going to say, if Singleton got cut off, Delancey was wide open on the left wing there, so good job. Nice take by Singleton.
So he's got a chance for three-point.
That's the second time Singleton slipped down and scored like that. So
his free throw is off, rebounded by Frew, and as much as they're as tight as they're playing, the guys, those backdoor looks are open.
They have been open. You're right.
Walker skips it across the Lyle, up top to Neal. Inside to Nichols. And he's got the bucket. Good move there by Nichols, using his bottle to body.
Neal's filling up the stat column this quarter.
Mayo's going to throw it away, stolen by Lyle, and here go the Scotties. Nichols.
Nice hands by Eibel to get back, because that could have been an easy bucket. So, I mean, you're down 20, but hey, I like that. Showing fight, not giving up, keep fighting here. So, nice job by Easton getting back on D.
Walker's getting his teammates set. Backside pass.
Yeah, he wasn't ready. Stolen, then giving it right back.
Mayo with the steal, but Walker steals it right back, and he gets the layup. So it's kind of a frustrating play there, as that shot by Mayo's no good, rebounded by Neal. Walker's going to kick it out to Nichols. He's going to shoot the 3, and it's going to bounce up and over top the backboard. So it's going to be a team rebound for the Colts. So Mason Campbell checking back in. I believe Garrett Milam checking back in as well for the Colts.
Yeah, they need to get Delancey some looks again.
Heibel looking around, fakes the handoff. He's going to lift the 3, no good. Rebounded by Frew.
Frew, yeah.
And here's Lyle driving baseline, finds it. Open man, Darden with the bucket. Little scoop pass over to him for the lay-in. That's going to be stolen by Frew, gets it up to Walker. Walker's going to go up, no good. He's going to draw the foul, so Walker's going to be shooting 2. Foul's going to be on Easton Heibel, his second. first shot by Walker is off the front of the rim, no good. As Nichols is going to get Neal and Jack Winland checking in for Max Lyle.
I think Winland's had a shot in the first quarter, and he hasn't seen action since. So
second shot's up and good from
good
Walker.
by Walker.
Walker's played some great man-to-man defense as he's working Eyeball here as he just crossed the timeline. Eyeball gets it over to Singleton. Now here's Nichols really pressuring the ball. And that's going to be almost stolen by Walker. But he's right there on Eyeball, moving with him. Singleton right wing, looking around. Now he's going to hand it off to Eyeball. Eyeball thought about it. Doesn't have it, picks up his dribble. And again, here's the pressure from the Scotties. Now Campbell with
I tell you what,
guarded.
25-point lead, and the Scotties are just showing pressure. I mean, that's another sign of a good team. I mean, they almost, it's one of those things, they kind of smell the blood in the water, right?
And there's going to be wholesale changes here for the Colts. So it's Huey, Mayo, DeFelice, and
Cordell, and Gunnar Davis.
Gunnar Davis all in. Up top, Huey, top three, no good. Rebounded Delancey, up and good. No shot
on the floor.
On the floor. So offensive rebound for Delancey.
Like foul Jaden Walker, I believe.
He's going to the line like he wants to shoot the free throw,
right.
But they said it was on the floor. No matter what, it was going to be, since they called it on the floor, it wasn't going to be a 1-and-1 or a two-shot foul, with only being the second team foul on Tri-Valley, but good try by Colton.
I'll say Delancey wants some more points.
Yeah. Hey, when you're down, the best place to time the score is when the
That's
clock
right.
stops.
That's right.
That's going to be deflected and stolen by Nichols, and he's going to lay up, no good. Tipped out, rebounded by Davis. And there's Delancey getting triple team. Now Lau kind of backs off, and we're going to have a timeout.
Yeah.
So Meadowbrook now has one timeout left as we're 2 minutes left here in the third quarter, and Darden checking back in for the Scotties. So 47-22 Scotties. They really have done a great job of ratcheting up the pressure even to another level here in this third quarter. It just seems like they're just right on top of the Meadowbrook guys. Really tough to get any type of penetration. Doing a great job sitting down, moving their feet. So we'll thank the Cambridge Ice Rink as they're going to have their ribbon cutting ceremony December 13th at noon in Cambridge. You can buy pre-sale tickets at the event. The plan is, and hopeful plan it is, that they'll be open for the public on December 17th. Still waiting on some missing pieces to show up, but hopefully the crew gets it ready, and people will be practicing like their favorite Blue Jacket, Penguin,
I was
whatever.
Say, Tommy Strasser, give me an inside scoop like Jeff Besson on MLB Network, but he gave me a scoop that you were down there practicing some triple axles train.
I don't think so. If I was on the skating rink, I would be practicing falling on my butt the whole time.
He said you were going to be like Will Ferrell and win Olympic gold in the movie Blades of Glory. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that was
Davis.
And from DeVille's, so.
Inside to Nichols, he kicks it down to Winland. Winland over to Lyle. Lyle back down to Nichols. He finds a man underneath. Back out to Winland again. He knocks down an answer. That was Neal on the assist. So both teams showing good ball movement on their last possession.
Yeah, triples from both teams, number one.
And good job there by Jack Winland. That's just great hustle from that young man.
Yep.
Gets the steal, tips it ahead to Darden for the layup. So give him a steal and an assist. You got to love that, a kid coming off the bench and playing with that type of energy. There's a handoff to Mayo.
Nice
he
look
hits
by
Delancey.
Mayo. Yeah. Oh.
No good. And rebounded by Lyle. And that one's tipped off Darden. It's going to go Meadowbrook way.
That's Tri-Valley. Oh, yeah. I thought it was their first turnover, but missed my scribble mark there. It'll be their third of the quarter.
So Kaufman's going to check.
Yeah, I think Delancey was expecting the contact down there and kind of hesitated a second. But, man, I tell you what, Mel, nice job of finding him.
Or maybe he wasn't expecting to be that open.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he expected it.
And that one's
he just been triple teamed the possession before.
The drive baseline, Winland with another steal.
Yeah.
Jack Winland trying to earn some playing time, making some what a pass.
Oh, wow.
Finds Nichols for the lay-in.
One-handed whip down to Nichols. Yeah, and I mean, I know down 29, that bucket ain't going to mean anything probably in the grand scheme of things, but yet you still want to see execution at the end of the quarter. That's twice tonight that Meadowbrook's failed to get the shot off.
And that's just be a young team
that's
not
recognizing
the clock.
That's it. That's something they'll have to work on, I'm sure, in practice in the coming days. But, hey, they've shown, I know down 29, but they've shown me a lot of things this game. I think there's some positive signs, I know some people were leaving, but, hey, I think Meadowbrook's shown some things. I think that they could, you look at what Delancey's done tonight. I think, hey, there's a building block offensively. And Dane's going to score. He's had 6, but he's going to score. He's going to get his throughout the season. Milam's probably going, and Easton will eventually get theirs. But, the guy, Mail's been impressive tonight. I tell you what, he's done some nice things for him.
He's done a lot of things that aren't going to show up in the box score, but there's been a lot of hustling. You need a hustle kid. You need a junkyard dog, as I like to call him. Right now he's in the early running of the junkyard dog of the year award.
When you don't start, hey, that's a way to find a starting spot. So I mean, you can kind of see tonight it's going to take them a little bit to gel and find their roles, but you can see where some of them are already starting to piece together what their role is on this squad.
I like to say it doesn't matter who starts, all that matters is who finishes.
That's exactly right.
Because if coach has you in the crunch time at the final, that means he trusts you. As Dane Singleton shot no good. I believe Darden got a piece of
on
it.
The block.
So it's going to stay possession, Colts. Moving it around,
Coach Jared over there just barking out instructions. He is just coaching. I mean, hey.
Dane Singleton lifts the 3, no good. Rebounded by Neal.
Who was that on the shot?
Dane Singleton.
Oh, yeah, Dane.
Walker to Kaufman, over to Winland, now to Neal. Reverse layup, no good.
Oh, late whistle.
I thought there was a foul.
I did.
I think he blew the whistle and it kind of slid out. Because I heard a faint whistle sound, but it.
I will say it was very delayed.
Neal rattles it around and down. It's a good second half for him. Lighten up the box score as a lot of statistics, like you said, in the third quarter. And he splits them, and Nichols skies up for the rebound.
A turnover, and that's 24.
Campbell
with the steal. Yeah.
Milam looking to drive, puts up the left
that piece that was blocked by Nickel.
And here comes the Scotties on the other end. Got it across, and Darden driving, spins off, lay up, no good.
That was a piece by
I think Eibel got a piece of that one as Darden gets his own rebound. And Scotty set it back up as Kaufman looking, hands it off, fakes the handoff to Winland. Now gets it over to Nichols. Nichols looking around, finds a cutter.
Nice.
Eric Neal for the lay-in. Good job. He went to the high post, faked it, and slipped it, and got the lay-in.
Yeah, you wonder when McLaughlin might start to maybe empty that bench over there.
He kind of has a little bit with Wendland and Kaufman. 3 from Delancey's no good. Rebounded by Darden. He's going to hit Nichols, who's racing ahead, and he goes up and lays it in.
Yeah, turnover from Meadowbrook there.
Now we're going to see a couple new faces here as 21, Devin Crane, and number 10, Cam Kearns checking in for the Scotties. Kaufman out top to Wendland.
Wendland was one to whip another one down there.
He kicks over 21, who it's going to be
stolen by DeVilles.
DeVilles. We're going to have a double dribble on the Colts. Back possession to the Scotties. We got another substitution checking in, number 30, Keaton Hahn. So that should do it for the Tri-Valley starters. It looks like all bench players in. They tried firing it in. That's going to be stolen by Huey. And now stolen back by Wendland. Looking to drive, kicks it out. Hahn over to Kaufman. Kaufman driving, being doubled in that low block, gets it out. Now another drive, number 10. We're going to stay possession. Kearns was looking for a shot, but kind of lost it.
I didn't see anybody tip it.
I think it was deflected.
Right. It kind of changed, but I didn't see anybody hit it, so I don't know. And we know that went off of his foot.
So 4:44 to go. 59-25 Scotties. Mayo back over to Huey. Huey up top, passes it to a slipping Yeagle, but stolen by
Wendland's got several steals.
And he gets it to Hahn, but he's going to travel.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Wendland's got 4 steals this half.
Hey, you want to get more playing time at the big boy level, make some plays.
He's got a couple nice assists, too, so he's had a nice second half.
He's had the steal followed by assist on a couple of those.
Well, that one he had that one-handed.
The tip ahead, and then the one that he whipped, snapped one through.
That was nice.
And he almost took a charge there as Yeagle's going to lift the 3, no good. Davis with the board. Mayo's going to lift a 3, no good. Rebounded by Wendland. And that
was Brady Kaufman.
Brady Kaufman,
2, and
his
then
first bucket of the night.
I don't know if they were going to call tip. Yep, they were thrown out.
And Mr. Cunningham was looking for some help from his teammates and finally got it as they decide to give possession back to the Scotties.
We got 3.5 to go.
Kaufman over to Hahn, back to him on the flare. Little runner baseline.
Nice little runner. Huey on the rebound.
And a steal by Hahn. And he's going to lay it up and in. So his first bucket of the night. And we have 3 minutes to go. Scotty's on top, 63-25. Davis going to lift a 3, no good. Rebounded by Carnes. We're going to have a whistle here, and it looks like Crane is going to be at the line shooting. His first one is up and good.
Train, it's been a while since we've done a game.
Yep.
And one of my favorite things to do during our broadcast is I like to write little notes to Train and try to get him to break character on the air. Sometimes we'll laugh and have to pull our mics away from our faces, but it's good to be back doing games with you, buddy.
Yep, as you as well, as Kearns is going to get the steal and the lay-in.
Crazy, but you and I have been working together in the media for almost 20 years. It don't seem right.
They go over to DeVille's, who's going to get tipped on bounce. I'm going to say DeVille's loses it, and it's going to go possession Scotties. Kaufman bringing it up, guarded by Campbell. Hahn over to Winland.
Nice.
Inside.
Winland's
Look
got
at
some
ball
nice.
movement.
Yeah.
Kaufman lifts the three. It's good. Assist from Kearns. And that's going to be tipped out of bounds by Hahn. It's going to stay possession Colts.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Tri-Valley's ball movement has been very impressive most of the night. But tell you what, I like that little Winland senior come in and did a nice job. And as I say that, he gets a steal.
And a lay-in.
Yeah. Hey, don't matter how it went in. That looked like a Heath Dawson layup right there, but it went in. So I think if I tried to play basketball now after being off about the last decade, I'd probably blow both ACLs.
Pass inside,
Yeah,
no
tipped.
good. Kaufman with the block. Rebound by Winland. And the Scotties are going to hold it here.
Yep.
They're going to head into Byesville.
Looks like
and
it's going to be
improve
72 to 25 finish, it looks like.
So the Scotties are going to improve to 3-1 with the 72-25 victory. We will compile our stats and be back after a few minutes with end-of-game statistics and analysis here on the KGP Network. Welcome back to Meadowbrook High School. Final here at the cage. It was Tri-Valley 72, Meadowbrook 25. Looking at scoring by quarters, the Colts got off to a good start. Led 8-2 early. Got some good production from sophomore Colton Delancey. But Tri-Valley responded by outscoring the Colts 10-4. Or 10-2 to end the first quarter to take a 12-10 lead. Tri-Valley then extended that lead to 34-18 with a big run to end the second quarter. Tri-Valley continued to stretch out that lead as they led 56-25 at the end of the third, and then finished it off with a 72-25 victory, as Tri-Valley is going to improve to 3-1, and the Colts are going to drop to 0-2 on the year. So let's look down scoring. First for the visiting Scotties, 3 players in double figures. Terrell Darden had 16 points to lead the way. Noah Nichols with 12 points, and Max Lyle with 10 points. Not far behind, Eric Neal had 9 points. Jaden Walker had 8 points. With 5 points each were Jack Winland and Brady Kaufman, who both got a nice run there in the fourth quarter. Both made some nice plays, and so definitely some nice future pieces for the Scotties. And with 2 points apiece, again, some guys who got in there late, Cam Kearns, Devin Crane, and Keaton Hahn. So I believe everybody who played tonight for the Scotties scored. So always a great feat when you can get your guys in there that score when they get an opportunity to play. Looking over on the Meadowbrook side, scoring led by Colton Delancey with 13 points. Dane Singleton had 6. Gunnar Davis had 3. Garrett Milam had 2, and Deshaun Mayo with a point for the Colts in the tough losing effort. So again, final 72, Tri-Valley 25, Meadowbrook. Next game for the Colts, another road contest as they head to Perry County to take on the New Lexington Panthers. It's a pretty solid team there that has a lot of returning pieces. The Ratliff kid that was a quarterback for the football team for New Lex, a real good player. Isaiah Stevens, one of their guards, the son of former Buckeye Trail standout Anthony Stevens. So they got some talent over on that team. As for Tri-Valley, I'm not sure, but if you give me a second, I'll be able to tell who they play next. They actually obviously are improved to 3-1 on the year, and their next game is against Sheridan Friday night
that'd
home.
Be a good
so
one. Good
that'll be a
matchup
big game between definitely two
Dresden.
teams. Definitely two teams that you got to think are probably neck and neck as far as who's going to be winning that big school division in the MPL. So
I almost said Thornville. I almost said Warsaw, and then finally my Rolodex and my brain got to Dresden. So I think you and I probably could name every school where they're from in the entire Ohio Valley or MVL area because of our bylines, the Jeffersonian for all those years. So, but yeah, let's get to some individual and team stuff. As far as shooting, let's go with the visitors. For Tri-Valley, ended up shooting 28 of 57 from the floor on the night, so almost 50%. And I tell you what, a lot of those were transitional buckets, so nice job there. And then they shot 4 of 14 from three-point land. As far as Meadowbrook goes on the flip side, well, now I got to find my notes, Darren. I do apologize. I had Meadowbrook. They're 10 of 33 for Meadowbrook from the floor. From the three-point land, 3 of 16. As far as team stuff goes, Tri-Valley finished with a 40-15 edge on the glass tonight. Tri-Valley 17 assists, Meadowbrook 8. As far as steals go, Tri-Valley 19, Meadowbrook 7. Blocks 4 for Tri-Valley, 2 for the host. And then as far as turnovers, Tri-Valley with 11, and Meadowbrook with 23. As far as individual leaders and the team stuff goes, Eric Neal, a nice job on the glass, finished with 10 rebounds, so I believe I give him a double-double on the night, so nice job for the fella. And not far behind.
Actually, he only had 9 points,
oh,
so
no,
he did not have a double-double.
I thought he had 10.
If he would have made that last free throw.
That was it. Because I was going to say he was almost close to – he was still nonetheless almost close to a triple-double because he had 6 assists as well. But leaders for them, 10 rebounds for Eric Neal, 7 apiece for Darden and Noah Nichols, and then 6 for Aaron Frew. Assist leader, again, as I just said, Eric Neal with 6. And then Jack Winland, a nice job in reserve, 3 assists. As far as steal leader, Jack Winland, 5 steals. And then 3 players, Jaden Walker, Terrell Darden, and Max Lyle, 3 steals. And then you had 4 players with 1 block apiece. On Meadowbrook's side of things, as I said, just 15 boards, and of those, I had 5 of them, 5 team rebounds. Their leaders, Gunnar Davis and Justice Huey, Dane Singleton with 2 apiece. As far as assists, Easton Ibel, nice job, 4 assists on the night. And then steals, Meadowbrook did have 7 steals, but funny enough, 7 players with 1 apiece. And then blocks, Easton Ibel with 1 and Dane Singleton with 1. So there's your team stats in individual statistics.
So definitely a tough way to start the season.
Yeah.
0-2 now for the Colts. Obviously, there were some positives, like you said. Meadowbrook made some. They came out of the gate and they swung quick and they landed the first punch on the Scotties and kind of surprised them. But
you look back. Tri-Valley down 8-2 to start the game, took a timeout at the 4:46 mark. Now they went on an 8-2 run of their own to close it out. But I tell you what, the thing is Meadowbrook was only down 12-10 after the first 8 minutes, and I kind of was feeling like, hey, maybe. But of course, Delancey come out and shocked all. Not saying that he can't score because he can, but I was like, he came out he was just on fire to start. But I kind of felt like that opening quarter, Meadowbrook really showed their potential.
Yeah. So obviously a tough start for the Colts. You look at their first 2 games against big school teams. You're playing Sheridan, then Tri-Valley.
Very tough, yeah.
Obviously, anybody who follows Muskegon Valley League basketball can say in the last, especially 2 or 3 years, especially that they've been the top 2 teams.
1A and 1B almost, right?
Yeah, so it's on the big school variety. Obviously, Meadowbrook's been the
Sheridan
king
made
of
it to the
state.
School. There, what was that?
That was that 18, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna say they did.
Ethan, 18 or 19. Yeah. Ethan Heller in those groups.
Most
Heller
recently,
was
state
solid
parents.
player, and obviously Tri-Valley and Meadowbrook met in the district final last year. So
was that a good game?
That was the big thriller in the
wigwam. At the Coshocton, and that was one of those games that Tri-Valley, it was kind of interesting. They thought they had it won, and Meadowbrook just out of nowhere. I remember Trey just willing that victory, but Meadowbrook. It's not what we're used to seeing down here over the last, definitely last handful of years, because Meadowbrook has been one of the, cream of the crop programs in the, in the area. But you knew it was coming because you look at rosters and you knew that that talent, was just. They were so talent-rich the last few years. But nonetheless, Meadowbrook still, I believe they still have the talent to be a good team. Are they going to be able to do what they've done in the last few years? Well, anybody who knows basketball knew it was going to be a tall task. But, when you look at some things, Delancey, very impressive tonight. Mayo, I thought he was good. Dane's going to settle in. He'll score his. Easton, of course, we know Easton can score. Garrett got a nice shooter. I think Meadowbrook has the pieces, and I think, I think by middle of the year, I think we're really going to see a better Meadowbrook squad, But, coming out of the gates, they're just going to have to find their roles. But, like I say, positives, I would definitely say the way they started this game, very positive. And another thing, they were down 22 in the third quarter, and there they were, racing back, not quitting, and one thing I also noticed about Meadowbrook, they never argue with each other tonight, never complain to each other. I really feel that that's a team that said, a group that says, hey, they got each other's back. Even they know they might not have as much talent as the other squad they were playing tonight. I thought that was impressive that they never got on each other. You know what I mean? Or was barking at each other. You know, that's a testament to the boys and the coach. So I thought that was interesting. But, you know, one of the things we're going to have to avoid, you know, that shot ratio being 2-to-1, a lot of that was because of turnovers. 23 turnovers to just 11. You know, you're giving up, you know, twice as many possessions on the turnover side.
Offensive rebounding,
the rebounding, you know, 40. When you get out rebounded 40-15, you start looking. Turnovers, the rebounds, you know, that's what leads to second, you know, more shots, and that's what happened. Tri-Valley just had twice the opportunities, and, you know, it showed on the scoreboard at the end. So Meadowbrook definitely has some positives to build on, but they got some things that they can look at and say, hey, we need to shore these areas up.
Yeah, you either win or you learn, and obviously they're going to take these first 2 games and learn from them, and like you said, as the season progresses, you're going to see this Meadowbrook team, just like in football season. The first few games are kind of a struggle, but really at the end of the year, offensively, Meadowbrook was really starting to get into a groove and putting some points on the boards, and you know, and obviously that's give them some time. And
yeah, I mean, come out and support them. Here's the thing that bothered me, and I never throw anybody under the bus, but. Or try not to, but, you know, somebody, I said, you know, what are you getting into? You know, I said, I'm going to cover Meadowbrook tonight, and they said, oh, good luck with that. And I'm like, you know something? Hey, I tell you what, I thought Meadowbrook was fun to watch tonight, nonetheless, even though they were young. You know, I always watch a team that won't give up, even if they're, you know, outclassed in terms of talent. If a team doesn't give up, they keep fighting and, you know, and play together. That's a team I can support and get behind. And I thought Meadowbrook, many times tonight, I thought they were enjoyable to watch. I mean, nonetheless, I know the scoreboard says maybe somebody will see that. Yeah, that's what I expected. Yeah. But I don't think that the score tells the tale of what really happened. I think Meadowbrook's, you know, and I guess in the media we're supposed to spin positivity, you know, in a sense. But I really think Meadowbrook, you know, I was impressed, you know, all things considered. So, you know, come out and support these guys and come down to the corral this year and watch Meadowbrook, because I think you'll be a more surprised than what you think.
Yeah, now obviously a tough way to start the home opener, but it's going to be a learning experience. By the end of the year, expect to see a different team. And
the best news is Sheridan and Tri-Valley's out of the way.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
they're done playing them the rest of the year.
Yeah, thank goodness that's out of the way. So now you know, you start playing some small schools, you know, teams more your size, and you know, and there's some competition that you and I talked about that they face this year. You know, there's going to be some teams that, hey, Meadowbrook's going to be able to play with those teams, and that's going to be nice to see. So I think, again, you know, let this team get into the groove and get them in the middle of the season. And I think Coach Jarrett, we've seen what he's been able to do. You know, last year, I mean, phenomenal job taking his team to the regionals. You know, and I know they had a lot of talent, but hey, you know, he was replacing Scooter. You know, I mean, it was a tall task. And Coach Jarrett's a good coach, and I think he'll have this team playing a lot better. You know, once they find their roles and he gets into the groove of the season. So I mean, like I say, hey, I enjoyed it, and I hope fans will support the team. Just because they're, maybe not going to win as much, hey, still come out and support them.
So that's going to do it here from Byesville. Tri-Valley 72, Meadowbrook 25. We'll let you know when our next game is.
Hopefully soon.
Good night, and
I enjoyed it.
We'll see you soon.
And you stay classy.
Guernsey
County.